to introduce today's session on building responsive, installable, and efficient PWAs. Yeah, so it's going to be best practices for building progressive web apps. Yeah, so we're going to look at the following. The first is we'll define what PWAs are, so and what really makes them to be progressive in quotes. And secondly, we look at service workers, how we can utilize them for strategies like caching and making our apps work offline. We also look at web app manifest to bring about the native-like experience on our devices and everything. Then we'll proceed to how to achieve great user experience. How can we really get to reduce the learning curve of our web apps and our applications? Then we'll also look at how to use the open source tool by Google, which is Lighthouse, to assess and improve our progressive web apps. So I believe we can just start. So the first thing, with the definition now of PWS, is that these are simply websites. Okay, in other words, you can call them a type of web app that can be installed on the device as a standalone application. So this means that there's basically a website. For example, you can go to something like twitter.com. You can go to Pinterest. I think Pinterest is majorly a progressive web app on the mobile. So it's a normal app that can be installed on a device the same way you can go to the App Store or the Play Store on Android and get to download it. So we have some examples that we use every day. The first one is Gmail. Gmail provides users with access to inbox, their email, and send and receive messages, manage contacts, etc. Yeah.
Transformers. I don't know if you know transformers, but transformers, and not this kind of transformers, but this kind of transformers. Basically, is the ones that revolutionized the field of generative AI. So until transformers come into play, we had a problem in create content, and this basically it was because the models that we had was like cannot memorize a lot of stuff. So we have LSTM, which is like long short-term memory. So we couldn't memorize a lot of things, and then transformers come into play, and they have like the one that called attention. I don't know if you're familiar with the terminology of attention, but attention is like a technique that utilized by transformers, and is a technology breakthrough. So I strongly suggest, I will share later the presentation and all the materials, but I strongly suggest if you want to start from somewhere, the first paper that you have to read is a paper called All You Need Is Attention. This is like a signature paper and a landmark in the field of generative AI. So, what makes Google Cloud AI the right choice? Basically, they have a deep history. We will go ahead and see where it started and where we are now. They have like they have a deeply integrated and AI optimized portfolio, and of course they have built on a foundation of enterprise readiness. So here